What is going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and today I wanted to break down the recent Steven Universe shorts that just released a few days ago. These shorts are Volume 2 for Season 4. We haven't actually gotten any shorts since Season 2, which I guess was technically just earlier this year because we had all of Season 3 this year. But these are really, really great shorts. I actually like them better than the first volume. If you haven't checked them out, go do so now. You can actually get them on iTunes for like $3, so it's super cheap. Every episode is only a few minutes long, but in total it actually equals the same length of a full-length Steven Universe episode, and there's about, I think, 5 shorts. So we're just going to kind of break down a little bit of the secrets and Easter eggs and stuff. There's not a lot of super big plot or story-heavy stuff as to be expected because they're just shorts, but there's still pretty cool stuff in the background and stuff like that. First short we have is Cooking with Lion. Now, this show is clearly a reference to Cooking with Dog, which is a popular YouTube channel. Basically, Steven is making like a cooking show with Lion, and he's narrating Lion's parts and everything for his YouTube channel, or I guess his TubeTube channel, which is actually something that I predicted earlier in the Steven Universe Shorts predictions video. And this is a reference to Cooking with Dog, which is a YouTube channel where an older Japanese woman makes Japanese recipes and has her dog cooking with her, essentially. I think they have like 1 million subs, so that was a pretty clear reference there. And then we also have a bottle of sriracha, which they never say it's sriracha, but it's clearly sriracha. And another really cool nod to the show itself is one of his end card thumbnails is for the dog nut, which is something that was in the pilot originally. So that was pretty cool. We haven't actually seen that since the pilot. Also, next time, Steven's gonna make cookie cats, apparently. It'd be cool if we got to see that, since we haven't actually really seen cookie cats in quite a while. So that was a nice little nod there again to an earlier time in the show's history. One thing I'm curious about is how many subscribers Steven has, because as we'll go through the shorts, there's actually I think 1 or 2 more shorts that involve Steven's YouTube channel. So I'm actually curious to see like if we'll ever see how popular Steven is on YouTube. Then next we have Gem Karaoke, basically all the original Crystal Gems and Connie. They're singing karaoke to Haven't You Noticed I'm a Star, which was kind of a cool again, nod to the show itself. But I really loved this short. There weren't a lot of secrets or anything. This is the only one that the original Crystal Gems and Connie are in, actually. But this was just a really sweet, cute like moment between all of them just singing and having a good time, having fun. I really love this episode. This episode made me smile a lot. Then next is Steven Reacts. Now, obviously, people are going to relate to this one a lot because it's Steven reacting to an episode of Crying Breakfast Friends, which is undoubtedly a reference to people reacting to Steven Universe and other cartoon shows and such on YouTube among this community. In the background, we actually see some GameCube references, which we know this show loves to do. There's, Steven has a GameCube. We've seen Animal Crossing. We've seen Wind Waker in the past. But we actually see references to other games. There's Steel Cog, which is a reference to Metal Gear Solid, probably Twin Snakes. Pikemen 2, which is undoubtedly Pikmin 2. Star Battlers Team Leader, which could potentially be Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader, which is very specific. Then there's Lou's Estate, which is Luigi's Mansion. Smash Pals Scuffle, my personal favorite, which is Super Smash Bros. Melee. And Space Dog Adventure. This could either be Sonic Adventure DX, or it's actually probably Star Fox Adventure, since it's Space Dog, most likely. And then there's Forever Darkness, which is Eternal Darkness. And I really loved how they kind of referenced the audience of Steven Universe. It seems like Crying Breakfast Friends has pretty long hiatuses, just like Steven Universe, because Steven goes, can't wait for the next episode, whenever that is, am I right? And then he winks. So that was a super cheeky joke at the fans' expense. And the creator of Crying Breakfast Friends is Samantha Pepper, which is undoubtedly a reference to Rebecca Sugar. And then there's Jeff Lau and Howard Collins, which is a reference to Jeff Liu. I'm not sure how you say that. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry. And Colin Howard. And kind of digging into potential plot stuff. We're not sure how referential Crying Breakfast Friends is to the show, but we do know that, Steven Universe loves to throw in little hints and foreshadowing in things that you wouldn't really expect. Kind of like Cookie Cat in the song. There's a direct reference to the Gem War and the gems being aliens and stuff like that. And that's just a harmless little rap song about an ice cream sandwich, but it actually has some pretty big implications. So it's possible that Crying Breakfast Friends, we see that the lunch people the lunch foods, I guess, are clearly supposed to be representing homeworld, and then the breakfast foods are representing the homeworld gems, and then they come together to like invade essentially, and they become brunch, so they kind of fuse. So could we be seeing some peridot lapis fusing with some of the crystal gems? Could we see all of them fusing into one? Potentially even Jasper? That'd be really cool, because what's really interesting is the 3 lunch characters. Actually, there was 3 of them, just like there were 3 people who landed on Earth in The Return. There was Jasper, Lapis, and Peridot, so it seems like that could be a reference to that. It's also pretty likely that Pearl is pear and Garnet is spoon, potentially. And what was really funny was Steven said, "I didn't think I'd be crying this early in the episode," which I'm sure a lot of people can relate to with Steven Universe. And of course, Steven Universe is also a theorist, just like ourselves and everyone watching this channel, and our fellow YouTubers in this community. And he got his theory right, which is really cool. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. This seems like there could have been some implications for the future. I feel like what might end up happening is some bigger bad from Homeworld is going to show up, and it's going to be Jasper, Lapis, and Peridot, and then Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, potentially Steven and Connie, and they're probably going to fuse. Actually, oddly enough, it actually matches up perfectly, because there's 3 Homeworld gems, 3 crystal gems, and then Steven, who could potentially fuse with Connie, riding Lion, and then it'd be really cool to have like Peridot fuse with Garnet, and then like Lapis fuse with Pearl, and then Jasper fuse with Amethyst, or something like that. That'd actually be very perfect. So I feel like something like that might end up happening. And the next one is video chat. This one is essentially just Steven video chatting with Lapis and Peridot, who are at the barn since he's at the temple, and the video chatting software is absolute garbage, much like Skype. That happens a lot. I'm sure anyone who's used Skype knows that feel. For some reason, it sounds like dial-up internet. I guess it's just, TV, computer sounds. They like to put bleeps and bloops that wouldn't normally be there. And on the desktop of Connie's computer, we have Age of Empires 2, Civilization 5, and Crusaders Kings references. And then we see Skype, Chrome, Word, and potentially Steam. And basically Lapis thinks Steven's trapped in the computer, much like she was trapped in the mirror. And this is actually kind of interesting, because it seems she asked like, where's his gem, and yada yada. So it's actually possible that this is a regularly, semi-regularly normal thing that Homeworld actually does by putting gems into appliances and stuff like that. And then lastly, we have Steven's song time, which is a little more feely than the rest. It's pretty emotional. We have Steven basically singing a song about the gem war and his mother and his feelings about it, his mixed feelings about it, how he just didn't know that his mom was as big a deal, as he, initially expected, and how he can't live up to her legacy and stuff like that, and just how things have kind of gotten complicated and muddy when it comes to Steven and Rose Quartz. But what was really cool is that they showed the audience how to play the song, which was pretty cool, because I know there's some people who put the guitar tabs when they're doing covers and stuff like that. I've seen that a couple of times, but it actually works with the real audience who might be watching it. They can just learn the song on their guitar, so that's pretty cool. And that's pretty much it. Those are all the Easter eggs that we could find in the Steven Universe shorts for Volume 2. If there's anything we missed, let us know in the comments down below. Let us know what you think. Like I said, these are really, really great shorts. I really enjoyed them. Like I said, I feel like they're better, personally, than the Volume 1 shorts. But hopefully we'll get some more shorts in the future like this. It was definitely a good way to hold us over while we're on hiatus, especially since it did equal about the length of a regular episode. But what did you guys think of the shorts? Anything we missed, let us know in the comments down below. And also want to give a shout out to our patrons. Thank you guys so much for your support. Again, if you don't know what Patreon is, go check the link below or at the end of the video. Help us out. You get some really cool rewards, and it helps us make even higher quality content. But anyways, guys, I've been Michael Williams. You've been watching Cartoon Universe, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.